had only received our 2019 Sea-Doo Wake Pro 230 a couple of weeks earlier, and frankly, we hadn't had the time to fully break in the Sea-Doo supercharged engine. Per the manufacturer's recommendation, the break-in period takes about 10 hours before the Watercraft can be operated at full throttle for a sustained period. The occasional burst of speed is perfectly fine. In fact, during this period, it's prolonged wide-open throttle or even cruising speeds that are detrimental to the break-in period. Basically, you're supposed to change things up quite often. Just don't keep the engine at one speed for more than 30 seconds at a time. Unfortunately, that was going to be a tall order to fill, as we joined the Middle Tennessee Personal Watercraft Club for its ride on the Barren River Lake today. Sea-Doo limits its supercharged 230 and 300 series engines during the first 5 hours of operation. This is done by the engine management system to protect itself from immediate strenuous use. Once the Sea-Doo surpasses the 5-hour mark, the engine performance will progressively increase, allowing the runabout to reach its peak top speed. Since we were riding with a large group and with underage passengers, we kept the Sea-Doo's intelligent throttle control program in touring mode. Sport mode would have to wait until we racked up the required 10 hours of operation. Today's forecast was less than appetizing as well. Gray skies with low-hanging clouds, cooler than normal temperatures, and a lingering threat of rain leading towards thunderstorms later that afternoon. While we donned our swimsuits, long-sleeve shirts and hoodies were worn beneath our slippery life vests. Excited to explore Kentucky's 10,000-acre Barren River Lake for the first time, we were impressed to see its water levels some 18 feet above normal, increasing its maximum depth of 118 feet, closer to 130. At an elevation of 465 feet, we weren't much higher than our own hometown lake of Old Hickory. Following the pack of naturally aspirated and supercharged Yamaha FXs and a lone 300 horsepower Sea-Doo GTX Limited, we ventured through the Serpentine River Valley, around its 3 islands, and deep into its many fingers. Although normally intended for pulling wakeboards, skaters, and the occasional raft, we opted to leave the retractable ski pylon that comes standard on the Wake Pro 230 at home, rather equipping the 4.2-gallon LinQ cooler to the rear. Stocked with snacks, drinks, and ice, the 4.2-gallon or 16-liter cooler is molded kind of short, so we went with the smaller-sized water bottles and sodas. We happily stopped for a granola bar or a handful of trail mix between longer stretches of our 80-mile excursion, enjoying the peace and quiet that comes with riding up a deserted stretch of water. After lunch at the Barren River Lake Resort Park, and later topping off our skis' fuel tanks, we scampered off for a few more miles of exploration. Clouds had gathered overhead by this time, and the smooth water we had enjoyed in the morning was starting to churn. Although priced with an MSRP of $14,799, our Wake Pro gratefully came to us with the optional BRP Premium Sound System, allowing us to sing along with some of our favorite songs as we rode. Sure, our singing leaves much to be desired, but the clear, crisp sound coming from our speakers was music to our ears. And as we've said before, if you're planning on purchasing a new ST3-based Sea-Doo this year, don't do so without the premium audio package. Seriously, it's well worth it. By this time, our group leader, Tom Hill, had planned on navigating a path for us to see the lake's dam, once built by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers back in 1964. But the first drops of rain began to spatter down. As we sped back, so did the rain begin to fall. Knowing our time was short, if not completely up, we circled around towards the launch ramp and began the process of packing up and strapping down our machines for the drive home. With our Wake Pro 230 finally broken in, we knew we were ready to kick off the riding season in style. Once again, it was a real treat to join the Middle Tennessee Personal Watercraft Club for another one-day adventure, and look forward to many more to come. Again, I'm Kevin Shaw, and thanks for watching the Watercraft Journal. If you haven't already, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our daily posts and the latest videos uploaded twice a month. And you can always catch more industry-leading personal watercraft news, reviews, and event coverage published every day at www.watercraftjournal.com.